So the general what they call it, they are going to get this month, everybody will get that is, I promise that you're going to be getting templates. So the template you are getting this month is the value template. So that is general, but the rest is going to be only for the paid class because values are very important. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining me. My name still remains Sidikat Folami, Orebo Fashion Freaka, your number one friend when it comes to success. Let me remove this edge thing. So when it comes to success, I'm your number one person, and I'm so happy. And you see, I'm really excited that I'm doing this. Forget maybe it's free or thereabout. Yeah, it's free. That's why it's in 3 versions. And it is relevant that I speak about this because of the topic that I'm teaching today, vision and values. One of the reasons why you see me doing what I'm doing is because it is part of what will lead me into achieving what my vision is all about. So vision is that mental picture where you want to go, where you want to be. The paid class, your definition is quite bigger than this. You have those points, you have the future, the aspirations, what you want to do, then how you get there. You see, when you get to that destination, that is your vision. And there are lots of things that affects this vision. That influences the vision. So let's come to values first before I go back to vision. So your business values can be the principles you stand for personally, the beliefs and attitude you and your staff have in common in the workplace and your organization, standards of behavior, all those things from a customer's point of view. Values are the kind of services they expect to get when they patronize you. Let me scroll down first before. Yep, so here we are. Good. So a vision, these are the things that a vision does for you. It helps you address the business and the culture, what you're doing in your business. So it describes how and one beautiful thing about vision is that it is usually a short statement, at most 1 paragraph, or maybe 2 short sentences. But before you arrive at that sentence, you go through values, you go through understanding yourself. And the sad thing is, many people, I'm saying this, in the fashion industry don't have vision. They don't even know why they started the business that they are doing. There is no vision. There is no direction. They are just in business, like for survival. So let's say you pick the Maslow note again and you check. You see, many people in our industry started their business at that bottom of the pyramid. So that time, they don't know what vision is. They don't know what focus or anything is. But then, as they go up, they start realizing that, they need to get their vision or their mission or their values intact. Fashion Powerhouse vision is to be the number 1 fashion business solution company in Nigeria. Now, this vision statement came in 2008, but for Orebo Fashion Freaka. And as I begin to explore this vision, I realized that they are not working. The vision don't blend. Orebo Fashion Africa is sewing clothes. So how is it going to affect businesses? Or, okay, what business, fashion business solution am I offering to my customers? You understand? So, and how do we come about vision? You see, I want you to take this psychological. Let's even move away from the business realm and come back into some mental picture. As a child, as an adult, your present state or anywhere, you know deep down you that there is something you want to do. There is something you want for yourself. You've always told yourself, oh, I'm going to be a great designer that designs something. But then, maybe because, in fact, to some people, it is not achievable. It is not achievable. Your vision is to sit down with the presidency someday and give them strategies on how to better the fashion industry. Is there. The vision is there. The only thing left is for you to identify that vision and claim it. This vision is there. You need to identify it, claim it. You're doing what you're doing now. It shouldn't stop you from getting what you want to get. So you are still going there. So that means even if you are just selling your tailoring materials on one side, it should not stop you from also, how would I put it, from walking in that light that you saw yourself. You're going to this place. How do you get it? And this is where objectives and goals come in. So thank God we have that as a model for this week as well. So a vision statement will keep you on track. It communicates goals. It must be clear and concise, helps strategic decision making, and remind you and the staff of your company of the direction. So these are the things you should focus on. You can write them because I'm not sharing. Madam Deborah, there is no need to write it down. You had this from Start and Grow Your Fashion Business. Mama Comfort, you don't need to write. Start and Grow Your Fashion Business model. So anybody that has done Start and Grow Your Fashion Business, you don't need to write this down. Anybody that has done Start and Grow Your Fashion Business, there is no need. You have this. It's only people that are going into the paid class for this season that you will be getting something entirely different from what we have here. So it helps you address the business and the culture. Like I told you, Start and Grow, Fashion Powerhouse is #1 fashion business solution. That's all. It's very short. So everything I'm bringing, that will still be creating, is going to align with making your fashion business fantastic. As at yesterday, I was still thinking about the awards, the certificates. How am I going to distinguish between the certificates of the paid class and the certificates of the free class? How am I going to distinguish between the test that the paid class will be doing and the test that the free class will be doing? You understand? You have to always think so it should address that culture, how you're going to be doing things. Then it helps you focus on the future. And anytime I'm describing this, don't be tired of hearing it. I always say one thing. Parents, I love to use a mother a father and mother or parents and a child to describe vision. Because you see, vision, mission, goals and objectives are very simple, except they've been communicating it to you in big grammars that did not let you understand that you're already working on it. So, excuse me, a mother gives birth to a child or adopts a child or somehow gets a word, anyhow, a child. And you sit down every day. You know, anybody that is a mother will understand what I'm talking. As you rock your baby, you look into his or her beautiful eyes, and there are imaginations of an adult. That is vision. Imagination. Oh my God, this baby is so beautiful, so wonderful. She's going to be successful, sitting in this fantastic chair, rolling around, being the one controlling this company, leading this organization, being the president. This is a leader. That is vision. That place that you are going. A vision is futuristic. It is not about today. It is futuristic. So then another thing that I saw, oh, sorry, I didn't prepare this. Everybody knows MTN. When MTN started, I've forgotten. So pardon me. I will get all those statements. I'll have them written down. Then I checked Zenith Bank. Now, Sidika Polami said Fashion Power House vision is to be the number one to be. Then there are certain things we will get to that will no longer say to be. We will say the number one or the, you understand? Then you know, okay. So go and look at all these banks, check out UBA, First Bank, all those banks that have been like 10, 20, 30 years. Look at their vision statements now. Then research their business statements 20 years ago. You will see to be. We are still going there. I'm just starting. To be. I need to get like a lot of recognition before I will remove to be. Then I will say we are. That is how visions works. Now, taking it a little bit into goal, you rock your child, the newborn baby, and you already saw this baby as the president of this conglomerate. It is not magic. This child needs to be fed well, needs to be properly taken care of. This baby needs to be clothed well. This baby needs to go to the best school. This baby needs to grow up with the right culture, with the right nurturing, and to grow into the right nature. Culture, nature, and nurture. All those things are what will now groom this child over the years. Then maybe at 18, you start seeing that vision. Then before this child is 30 or 40, then they've achieved even more than what you imagine. Because as a parent, you focused on this mission and you ensure that you took your goals serious. So for you on this call or watching me now, address the kind of culture you want your business to follow. Then focus on the future in the sense that you need to know if you should have your short-term, medium, long-term vision. I have my long-term vision already, except I'm not communicating it yet. So medium is always 2 years. That thing you want to achieve in 2 years is your short-term vision. Medium is usually 5 years, and long term is like 10 to 20 years. That is how this vision works. And at the end of the day, your 20 years vision, your 5 and 2 years becomes the goals that you're following. You understand? So keep it short. It is not always a long statement. And there are a lot of exercises that you need to come into, just like when you're writing business plan. At the beginning of your business plan, you see the, what they call it? Sorry, the English just left me now. Where you describe yourself and the business. Don't worry, I'll get it. If you remember, oh shit, this first statement that is there, but the executive summary. So the executive summary is what starts the business plan, but that is what you do last. That is exactly how this vision also works. So you do all this, your goals, objectives, your values, your aims, before you now come back to address the statement. So when you do all these exercises, you'll be able to see clearly that, no, this is where I am actually going. And mind you, at times, it has to do with even your childhood. Now, I started reading all these books early, all these motivating books early. So I remember when I was reading The Rich Dad, Poor Dad, something stuck to me, and it is called People's Investment, that invest in people. So after that, I can remember 1 or 2 books that I read again that also taught me how to invest in people. So this people investment is something that I've always kept so dear to myself. And I didn't see it play out. I mean, I didn't focus on it, but I always see it play out in everything I do. The way I care about my staff, the way I care about my trainees. So I realized that one thing that I love to do is to bring out the best in people. So bringing your vision can still do with you understanding your personality. At the end of the day, you are the one driving this boat, and you need to drive it to the right destination. Then use compelling language. Ensure that people can understand your vision statement easily. Use vivid language to create a mental image that is memorable. So that's the thing. Even up till now, sorry, I've forgotten I'm not using Zoom. I want to scroll. So then you avoid jargons. So here we are. These are the things I've been talking about since. So I said, as you pursue new opportunities, your vision is likely to change, yes. But one thing I want to tell you is that the vision don't actually change. You understand? But it is being adjusted. It is being adjusted. So, because as you're driving through this, your vision journey, you also begin to realize you started being aware of yourself. You started being aware of your potentials, your strengths, your opportunities, a lot of things. Then, very soon, most of the languages you'll be hearing in Fashion Powerhouse will not be Nigeria anymore. It might be Africa, it might be global. So that is how this thing works. But one thing I can tell you is, no matter what, that initial vision always influences the next one that you're going to do. So for someone like Saida that asks me that, or she that is still just starting, people like you need to focus on this. Because most of us that are telling you we've been in business over 14 years, we started without a vision. We started without a vision. But someone like you, now you can sit back and start thinking about what exactly is it that you want to achieve in life, that this your fashion business will help you. Don't worry, I'm going to, as we move on, I'm going to share career opportunities in fashion business. So a vision statement serves as a daily reminder of all you are all working to achieve and can inspire you. So that statement must inspire you. I want to be your number one business solution. You are finding staff, call me. You need structure, call me. You need this, call me. You understand? So your vision statement, like I said, should be descriptive of the future for internal and external stakeholders and employees. So for someone like me, let me quickly open Canva again to show you one image. Don't worry, we are not stopping class, we are just continuing. I'm just going to open that. Don't worry, you will not see any of that. I'm the only one that will be saying it. So a clear vision statement. Oh, thank God it came in as a short image that I can quickly navigate through to find what I want to show you. So I want to tell you, because when we talk about stakeholder, I was at an event yesterday. I deliberately went to that event because the convener of the event is doing something almost similar to what I'm doing. So because I'm driving a lot of change, I need to learn from other people. No one is an island of knowledge. No one is an island of knowledge. So we learn every day. So I had to go to her to go for the event to learn. So I'm going to quickly share 2 slides now. This slide is very important. Please pardon me, I'm going to share it. I need to show you this stakeholder thing, because some people don't realize that they are very important. It's like our business is just always about us. So please be patient, or I'm going to make the short thing. So let me open it wide so that you can catch a proper glimpse. Great. So now this is about Fashion Powerhouse on this page. This is for me to describing Fashion Powerhouse for you. So I'm going to be changing. You can see that I had to describe the business. I gave you the vision, which I said in Nigeria, later is going to be in Africa when I do some registration. Then I don't know if I'm doing global. Then the mission, then I told them what the business is about. I introduced myself. I explained successful fashionpreneur this. Okay, sorry, this is about sorry. This is the second one I thought I was going to show. Oh, this is for fashion business consultation and training. So these are customers. You understand, they are also stakeholders. You can see how I describe. So anybody that wants consultation now, this is what I give them. Then on this one, this is to describe the capacity development program that I am doing. So here, this one shows about Meet Me, then terms and conditions as well. So I still describe the business, everything, before I describe myself, before I start telling you terms and conditions, blah, 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 and all that. So this is how the importance of this vision, as much as people don't even pay attention to it, it is very, very important. Let me change the screen, then we move on. Now, yeah. So it is important that you think about your customers and also your stakeholders as you're doing, because they will this also keep them to you while you grow. We are growing. I have my faithfuls. I have those that are loyal to me, that are just waiting for me to launch the next phase of Fashion Powerhouse. They are there because that is the light that they will always use to look at you. Then we move to what a clear vision statement should be. A clear vision statement needs to be effective. It needs to be efficient. Efficient in the sense that it should be able to carry you into the future. You understand? Then it should be compelling, something that when you are looking at it or people are looking at it, they can really understand it and feel it is clear. Then aspirational, something you want to do in future, something. So it helps this continuous and never-ending improvement. So a good vision statement should be understood and supported by you and everybody that work with you. So keeping it simple is very important. Consider the necessary parts of your vision and dispose it. You know, like I told you, it's a long thing. So you start small, and before you know it, you can even start with a page, then you start summarizing, it even got to a time I had to call two of my sisters to listen that if I say this. So when I was looking for a rebel, I'm like, me, I give solution. That what I want to do is solution. That okay. So I was like, fashion and lifestyle. My sister was like, you don't do anything lifestyle, if you ask me. You don't do anything lifestyle. Maybe now I may now put the lifestyle in people. So that's it. You can even share with people because they are seeing it from the external point and will be able to tell you that, oh, this is actually what is right. So in order to keep a clear direction, you must focus on the potential and future of your business. So that is important. Any question for me before I move into the next topic for today? They are just two, don't worry, we are keeping it so short. No more long. I'm waiting for questions. But you are going to be getting the value. Sorry, this is what I'm looking for. Great. Question. Okay, so let's jump into it. Then we have a few just values. Just like vision, your values should guide you. Your values will always show in your business. So it's when before you write your values, please check yourself. Reflect the values that you can come up with values that when people are checking on you, they will see it. When people are checking you or communicating with you, they should be able to see those values that you've communicated. They should be able to see it. They should be able to see it in whatever you are doing. So if you put out values as trust and you are not a trustworthy person, it will help you lose customers in time and value. And when people come to me, a lot of people come to me to tell me, in fact, someone is on this class that wants, she's not in the room for now, but she registered, that told me she realized that once she gets a customer, they don't come back. You see, we teach a lot of skills in our industry. A lot of trainers teach skills, but only few trainers teach excellence. And this is where the issue is. This is the reason why from the onset, I have never been interested in teaching you how to cut and sew. Rather, I'm interested in teaching you how to maintain what you can do and grow with it. So excellence is missing because lack of teaching of excellence is what makes somebody trained from a school come out like a quack, market to a premium market, spoil their clothes, and come crying that they've been cheated by customers. So some fashion schools are just about collecting the money, while some will do the work. Excellence, that is part of value. Then who are you yourself? So company values are guiding principles of how your business operates. They help determine what is right and what is wrong. Your core values reflected in your business and shared publicly can help you connect on a more personal level with both employees and the public. I'm not going to dig too deep, like I told you, or should I just open it? Okay, let me get it while I describe. So, okay, let me just get it and do a little of justice to it. I'll just see core values. So, core values example by FPH. Great. So, before it's done loading, I would have explained what I want to explain. So maybe I'm giving you another expo. Okay, so you got it. So this is what we are going to be getting. Everybody will get this. I'm not going to bring it to your DMO. It's just going to be on the Telegram channel. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to zoom. I've forgotten I'm not on the exact page. So this is what I'm talking about. So you can see core values, your personal values. You can see. So this is one of the few gifts that everybody will take. And please read well, because at the end of the day, there's going to be more like tests for you, and you now be able. So your company, you need to define your business value. To do this, you must ask yourself, how should your business accomplish its mission? Your answer will depend on your personal principles, the common beliefs of you and your staff, or your behavioral standards. So your company value is very important, and it comes within you. So let's just move to that slide, and let me just leave this one out. So we move here. Correct. So core values. You can see your core values are what encompass your foundational belief, which then dictates your characteristics and behavior. Your core values guide you to make decisions that you do. You understand? So in this notes that I'm going to be sharing with you, okay, maybe I will send it to your mails as well. I can't tell. So I will just share the PDF drive. So to get your, don't bother saying you want to jump into business values without checking yourself first. Please don't jump into it. Deborah, you didn't get this. Anybody from Start and Grow, you did not get this. This is new. I did it since last year. I think some people won it when I did a status giveaway. So what are your personal values? Ask yourself. What do you admire in others? What are your personal values? I did not realize that I don't like this dishonesty. Like there is a kind of emotion towards dishonesty. Or in fact, what my coach discovered was that I don't like ungratefulness. So, and I started paying attention to myself, and I realized, if you notice me, when people do things for me, I appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. That's how I was brought up. But you will see people on this call, it is difficult for them. Mojisola, I give you kudos on that. To post even the flyer on their screen, on their status, in their groups, that come join this place. Or someone came and the person told you, I'm so tired of my business, and you find it difficult to recommend. Welcome back, Okolawo, to recommend the service. So I didn't realize these things are important to me until 2021, when someone gifted me emotional intelligence, deep, like professional coaching. So what do you admire in others? Oh my God, I love the way Madam Abiola always coming to my DM to appreciate me. I love the way Madam Deborah does not find it difficult to talk. You know, I admire that. Then what are the things that triggers anger in you? I already said it. So Madam A and Madam B did something together, and Madam B betrayed Madam A. Somehow I dislike Madam B. I had to learn to control myself. So what triggers anger in you? What are the things you don't like to see in people? I don't like people to be poor. I don't like people to be ignorant. I see people in our industry falling into a pit they are not supposed to fall into. I was at that event yesterday, and this lady was telling me, I said, I just walk up to her, I said, you are into fashion. This is fantastic. Why have you not been going? I don't know where this came from. Why have I not been going, why have you not been doing things that has to do with, hey, one of the people I mentioned, you know yourself, I'm happy to see you in class. I'm happy to see you here. God bless you for joining. In fact, I was still talking about you indirectly, and I'm so glad that you joined. So ordinarily, I see, I've read a lot, I've mingled a lot, and I was telling that lady, I said, why are you struggling for grants here? They don't pay attention to our industry. You just come here to tap ideas and all that. Why are you not always bringing your business forward to sustainability? I told you, many people don't have vision in this business. They don't even know why they are doing the business. They are just there because Opeyemi's shop is full. I saw a lot of opportunities for that lady instantly. And she told me she wants to work on climate change, that they always tell her business has nothing to do with climate change. Then I told her, I said, don't worry, there is a training coming up through Lagos State on climate change. I am going to add you. I'm going to invite you to register by April once this opportunity is shared. Simple. Now, if we go back to the Maslow hierarchy of need, she has moved up to one level to understand that our business is different. Now, all I can help her is to understand if truly our business relates to climate change or not. Now, I told you something about vision. She wants to work in the climate change space, but she's doing I think our own is something environmental. You understand? I understand what they are telling her, but I didn't tell her immediately. And the help I can do for her is to direct her to the climate change, because that can help her reposition her business and have a proper vision. So what I don't like in people is that lacking from what is easy for them to access. And people keep wondering that, why are you doing this thing for free? You're not an NGO. Excuse me, I have my paid version. Then how do you want people to address you? When I was in my early 20s, I realized that I'm very smallish, like I'm going to be 40 this year. I'm very smallish, like 18. So I went into the bank this particular day. Dress how you want to be addressed. I'm using myself as an example. I was dressing very petite, wearing a short, almost sleeveless dress, knee length, not short like micro, knee length. In a corporate way, you wouldn't even know I'm into fashion, the way I was dressed. And I went into the bank. I think that was when our bank account numbers changed from 16 digits to 10 digits. So I've not changed my account number then. And I went to the bank, I made a payment into a customer's account, and the lady told, so they've not enforced it, the bank will change it. I already left Lagos Island. Tom Jones, I was already at CMS. Then they called me that the account number. So apparently this lady did it on purpose. It was not a mistake. She did it on purpose because she thought I was a very, very small girl. That's the reason. So she wanted to show me Pepe. She wanted to show me Pepe that day. So I went back into the bank. And this lady came out and she was like, this was 2012. Yeah, 2012. So I was like 29 years old then. So I walked into the bank and I complained that, excuse me, the bank already is not enforcing us to write this account number. And I knew their manager. And the lady just spoke from where she died. Imagine this girl that, oh my God. You know, the way she said it was like, look at this tiny little thing, this small girl talking to me. And I just walked into their office, like I left the counter and went from the other side. And I told her, I think next time you need to learn to address people. That you see me looking this very young does not mean we are age mates. What does that mean? I love being respected. I know you'll be wondering where my story is going to. How do you want people to address you? That's not where we are going to. You understand? But that's a typical example. Because of the way she saw me, she believed. In fact, that day I was very young. I don't have a handbag. I just wanted to go out free. You know, I just dressed simple, nicely dressed. I went with my small paws. I'm just looking like one secondary school chick. So I had to correct it. And ever since then, once I enter into the bank, I didn't tell her about my age actually, but I think she discovered. Anytime I enter the bank, ever since then, this lady always hide. Or she'll come, good morning, ma. I just smile. I always smile. I've passed my message and that's the end. So not even in the aspect of calling me Miss, Mrs. or thereabouts. How do you want to be addressed? I want to be addressed as a solution provider. What about you? What do you want your customers to tell about you? So you are still delivering a service that your customers don't like, but you want your customers to talk about you as the number one excellent person. My dear sisters and brothers, you have to go back and assess yourself. You know, when you do your assessment, then you check where you need to improve. Simple. My customers will tell you, Bukky may not be the best tailor in Nigeria. I've heard them. Even yesterday, I still heard it. But when Bukky says quality, she gives quality. Like I've been telling most of you on this call that you see most of the things I'm teaching you, even in some business schools, they will not break it down the way I broke it down. You see the way I'm answering these questions for you? Answer them in your own place. Those that will be paying for the paid class, I'm going to break it down further. I'm bringing in much more. You understand? So how do you want people to talk about you and to describe you? Someone wants me to make kaftans for her. And you know this middle kaftan that they will put long, straight down, what do I call it? Is it cape or what do I call it? So she wants it. She's going for a VIP event. She wants to dress simple. And she just called me 2 days ago. You know, I told you I work on speed. And she told me, I want something simple and well arranged. That's the exact language she used, well arranged. And I know you are the only one that can arrange it properly for me. All we are doing is just to put Aso-Oke on the Ankara fabric. How do you want your customers or people to talk about you and describe you? You're running a ready-to-wear business. I have someone that I want to deliver a birthday dress for. I know you are the best person that can package it and deliver it with the aura that I want. So she has told her sisters that don't worry, we are going to storm that party in our boo-boo in an exclusive manner. Let Bukky help us arrange it. You will know how people talk about you from how they even address you. Then what are the places or things you don't like to be associated with? I told you, coming to vision na big work. What are the places or things you don't like to be associated with? I don't like to be associated with fetish things. I don't like to be associated with stealing. I don't like to be associated with inferior materials. I don't like to be associated with quacks. I don't like to be associated with fakes. What are those things? Then what, as you are doing the one you don't like to be associated with, write out the one you want to be associated with. Then where are the places you don't like going to? I don't like going to, like that does not align with your values. So think about it. And they are usually, what I'm talking about are negative things that you don't want to associate with. I don't like to be seen in this kind of place. Let's even take class. I'm a very classy woman. I will not love to be seen among people of low standard, except when I am trying to influence them. Like 2 days ago, I was able to invite one of the special assistants to the governor into my estate. And because of this woman, I laid low, talked to all the mechanics and thereabouts in my estate. Simple. I mingled with them for that day as an authority, not as one of their peers. Then, which of your values do you promote most? Hey, I should answer this. I don't like gossip. I just, but I don't gossip. So I promote that part. I am a very honest person when it comes to giving out compliments. I am very sincere in giving appreciation. If I tell you, Eugenia, thank you for joining this class, I mean thank you. If I do not appreciate you, I will rather tell you. When we were working on my values, I made it internal with my siblings. I told my sisters, I wrote out 10 of my values. So all those things, even you identify like 3 or 4. I now gave it to my siblings. If you see the way they started counseling, don't let it pay you. Don't let it pay you at all. Give it to honest people. They started counseling. Remember, we are trying to build core value for my business and myself. So they started counseling. Then they said, the one I didn't expect them to talk about, they said, you are the most realistic person among us. And the day they told me, that's why you see me doing this training. I'm very serious. That you are so real that whatever you tell us to do, even if we don't listen, you stand on it. They told me you can be annoying with it, but you are always real. And I'm like, okay, SWOT analysis. Why don't I channel this strength, this value into strength, into teaching people the real thing that will help their business? So check those your values and know the ones you want to promote most. So that one that you are promoting most are the ones that you are going to put on your website. When our website is finally ready, you will see it there. So let's scroll. We'll soon be wrapping up. So now those are your personal values. Then don't worry, it's very, very short. I did this thing last year, actually. I did it last year. So now, business values. Aside your product and services, what are your experience? What other experience do you want to deliver to your customers? So you think, that's why they said branding is overall. Don't just think about your business as to the clothes you want to give them, the shoe you want them to buy. No. Think about your business also in the terms of the other things you want them to know aside products and services. Honesty can translate into your product and services. Your integrity can reflect in your product and services. Then what perception of your brand do you promote? Just like I said about yourself, bring about your brand. What are your company's core values? Don't worry, I have plenty of examples that will help you. Then what guiding principles do you operate on? Then do you have code of conduct or code of ethics? That one is for paid class. So after this, you now have a long list. I've really worked on this so much. The explained version, you're making me lazy now. I think we have the explained one that I'm doing for my paid class. So here are 140 core values that influence the selection of your personal and business values. So reflect on all that you pick. So the difference between the paid and the free class, because this is my gift for February and March to everybody, only registered participants will get it. So you have accountability, accuracy, adventurous, balance. I arranged, in fact, my assistant that did this, we sat down, we arranged it alphabetical order up to 140. So now, to wrap up this class, so anything, as you are looking through them, as you are looking through them, you should be able to start thinking. Don't try to do what is not. Be realistic. You understand? Like I've always told you, being realistic is something that I love. So when you are doing this, the essence of this 140 list is for you to tick out the ones that resonate with you. At the end of the day, the only thing that you will need on your website may not be more than 10. So for the paid class, you will know how to make it a statement, your value statement. You understand? So are you versatile? I'm not really versatile. Do you take value seriously? In fact, I carry it on my head. Are you trustworthy? That is me. Are you a trailblazer? Tick them. When you are done, see the ones that can merge with themselves. So when you merge them, let's say honesty, trustworthy, you understand, which other one? You bring them together, then, or you say kindness, response, kindness, niceness, empathy, they are there. Then you merge them. Then you further merge them. Then you'll be able to come up with your last 10. It's going to explain for it. From the list, this call that is coming in, this woman wants to disturb me. So from the list above, you should find values that resonate with you and with your business. And if you can't find any, this list, why won't you find it? List should inspire people to know that it is already within them. Like I told you, it is always painful when my fellow people in the industry tells me that they are facing this problem, and I know that no. This shouldn't be. You understand? So most people don't know they already have it. Most don't even know they are already playing it. But this list will help you say, oh my God, so what I'm doing is actually part of my values. Or you are yet to find the right word to qualify your value. It is just last year that I found the right word to qualify my business. So you're not the only one. So ensure you confirm if you truly possess these values that you have chosen, or think you possess them, by asking your friends or families or customers. This will help you know if you truly have those attributes that qualify you to own them, because this value You have to own them. See, some of your values are even the reason why some people don't like you. It's okay. They don't have to like you. People don't like me because I'm not party to wickedness. I'm telling you, I have that playing around me now. When you plan to be wicked, I'm not party to it. I was still telling someone in December that, you see, my dad told me not to be stingy with this thing, and I love it, with water, before people go and use my statement as a baby. So, like, my dad told me I should not be stingy with water. So you know what? Let me do this water for them. Let them enjoy it. That alone, at the end of the day, when one of the people affected is going to complain, she said, Madam, you are the problem. No, in a good way. You are the reason why we are having issues. I said, why am I the reason? He said, because you don't make us suffer. Simple. So your core values reflects in your daily life as well. Your SWOT analysis, your emotional intelligence, and your Johari window. Johari window is still going to come very soon. I don't have time for that now. It's Johari window and SWOT analysis work together. So, but Johari window is personal. Emotional intelligence. So your core values reflects on your life, your SWOT analysis, your emotional intelligence, and Johari window. Then there are different ways in which we reflect our values, and it is good you find out yours and stick to it. And here, my humble self, my beautiful self, is drawing the curtain. So I said to you, if you don't stick to your values, when they are being tested, they are not your values. They are your hobbies. So that means some of the things that I've written here that you think are actually your values are not your values. Because when you cannot stick to them when you are being tested, they are no longer your values. So if you say you cannot flog a child, and the day one child offend you so well, and you flog this child mercilessly, don't put, you don't flog a child in your value. You just think they are your hobbies. So let me even read my first quote also. I love quotes so much. Don't worry, I'm going to be doing quote stories every day. Every week. So your core values are deeply held beliefs that authentically describes your soul. You see these two quotes. Your core values, this is by John Maxwell. Your core values are the deeply held beliefs that authentically describes your soul. Your soul, sorry, I said soul. And if you don't stick to your values, when they are tested, they are no longer your values. They are your hobbies. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you. I do not take you for granted. Even you that are watching my replay, I really appreciate you for joining me. I do not take you for granted. So if you have any question, any contribution, or any recommendation, I will love to. Oh, my video is off. I will love to hear from you. Any recommendation, any whatsoever, I would love to hear from you. Did I just drop a bomb? Did I just drop a bomb? I know everybody will be waiting for the slide. Those slides are so dear to me. Please, my work are original. And the only thing that I'm asking from you to get this template is to encourage others to join. Do not share my work. Do not copy my work. It is not good. I've given it already for free. Whoever wants it should get in touch, register, attend classes. You get it in your mail. I know almost everybody that attended today, I know them. All of your contacts, anybody that is registered, I have all your contacts. So somehow I'm connecting with everybody, so I know you. If you don't, so the code will be shared today via WhatsApp. Then I'm going to post it on the for those that have not gotten the Canva Pro. So it's going to be shared today on the Telegram channel and in your WhatsApp DMs, so you get it. Have a lovely day. Design well with Canva. See, they are selling it out there. I'm giving it for free, absolutely free. Ever since I've gotten it, I'm not interested in selling. Free. And please let people know it is free. All you have to do is register and attend classes. Don't worry, it's a certificate that will open everybody's secrets. That's what will open everybody's secrets. Oh my God.
Ma'am, please, I would love to say something.
Okay, my darling, I'm with you. Let me move.
I'm really grateful for this time. I'm so grateful. Ever since you started taking us this training, there is one spirit inside of me that is telling me, leave the sewing machine and face business. Focus on business. This has been an eye-opener for me, really, really. Just like the story of the lady you told the other time that she's interested in climate change. I have this interest in talking about women and health challenges and how to manage stress, because as women, we feel like if we are not there, things would not go on well. I have to supervise this. I have to supervise that. I have to do this and that. So, I've been trying to look into how I can, start all this. I was looking at it that if I start talking about this, they would say, how does it relate with fashion business, and all that. So, but with all this, learning, and I later got to understand that even if I start talking about all this, I can easily get my target customers, my target audience, because I sew for women. And who are my target audience? My target audience are the elderly ones, and they are those that they are the people that fall into this cycle of getting home. So in fact, I used to be a victim, and with what you have taught so far, I've been trying to see how I can be accommodating, so that I can get help somewhere, somehow, even if it's not 100%, at least. So I've been, looking into all this ever since you started. I'm really, really enjoying this training. Sometimes when I get home, I don't pull off my clothes until I enter the kitchen immediately. So as time goes on, I've been, trying to see how I can curb this and teach other women too, talk to them that you don't have to kill yourself and this and that. So I'm really, really, really grateful for this. Thank you so much. Your mic is muted.
Don't just come and tell us here. You will send it to me. as voice notes in your own way. Thank you for the feedback. And please don't tell me. See, I need feedback, definitely. You're going to start. Last month I was not really fully prepared for the classes, but I'm trying to build a habit, so I just had to go. So, but this time around, I'm more organized, once I'm done now, somebody is going to take over my laptop, do 1 or 2 works. I've been able to do my timetable. Don't tell me alone. Please tell the world. I'm not doing this because of the 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 people are paying me. I'm even doing it because of the plenty people that don't know yet that they have it in them. If I keep telling them, this is what I can do for you, it's not as authentic as you telling them, this is what I have done for you. Go there and experience it for yourself. Be patient. Where I am today, I'm also patient. I spend money. I went to an event that does not concern me yesterday. I paid 15,000. I drink 1 cup of coffee and sandwich with gizzard. 15,000. What's it on? It's not a big deal. I want to learn. You understand? So don't just tell me. In fact, you see, most of these videos, I'm still going to redo some of them, especially the ones on the on the paid class. So once I do it, once I upload those ones, don't worry if you've done the last paid class. Don't stress yourself. The only one I will encourage you to do is the, I don't know, my mouth is lower than my microphone. Maybe because it went off. Yeah. Okay. So the only thing is, what was I saying? Okay. There is an addition in the Scamper techniques. There is an addition, a major addition that I didn't teach in class. So that's the only thing. So even that slide, I'm going to withdraw it. I'm still updating it. So there are some questions that, just like the way I just treated the core value slide now, there are some questions that you're meant to answer that will help you to break down Scamper techniques to your present business. So that's the only one that you should check. So for anybody that wants the recording of the this one, the free classes, you get it on YouTube and you get it on the Telegram channel. So that's just it. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate you. Oh, let me stop recording. I forgot. Supposed to have done that. Oh, I didn't want it. And our class was